Hello to my Aquarius, and happy Sunday to each and every one of you all Aquarius. This is Queen Amara coming to you with your general reading. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. I've already prayed over your cards, already cleared the energy, already cleared the space for you all. Looking at your cards, really interesting spread here. Really interesting spread. We're going to start out with setting an intention. Remember, we are coming towards the end of this cycle. Mercury is retrograde, right? So you're getting your downloads and messages. Don't forget to record your dreams, journal your dreams for whoever. So hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. We had a full beaver moon. This cycle, right? So go and look at videos and how quickly beavers build dams. How quickly they build dams. Yeah, so we had a full beaver moon, right? They build them to protect them from predators, right? And also to benefit local ecosystems, right? But mainly to protect them from predators, right? So looking at your cards here, I'm hearing the word public hanging. You've sacrificed a lot. You have sacrificed a lot, Aquarius. And you have a lot of really, really good news coming in. You've had to kind of sort of build up this wall. I'm also hearing words like history repeating itself. You're going to be feeling a lot of what your ancestors felt. I'm talking to you wherever you are, whoever you are, and wherever you are. It doesn't really matter what your race, ethnicity, culture, nationality, none of that matters, right? You're human. You're in human form, right? But you're about to experience what your ancestors experienced and why a lot of them are the way that they are. You were born a star. Aquarius rules 11th house. Aquarius rules 11th house. And what's starting something is this 5 of swords here. You have somebody here who has bullied. This is you. Who has bullied somebody they were in a relationship with. Somebody has tried to bully. Okay. You, Aquarius, you were in a... you could have been in a relationship with someone who tried to bully you, right? And they had to be publicly humiliated before they stopped. They just would not stop, right? But it goes so much deeper than what they could see. It goes so much deeper because you all are no respecter of person. It goes into religion. It goes into so many different classes. It's just not even funny. But somebody is going to be publicly humiliated because they try to publicly humiliate you, Aquarius, because of your race, your nationality, your culture, your background, your socioeconomic status, your education level. I mean, they try to humiliate you on all fronts. It is not just them, it's the organization that they're with as well, backing them up. They try to, literally try to publicly hang you. Literally. Right? And so that's the only way that they're going to stop. I'm seeing something in social media right now that's sort of I'm seeing mirroring something that you've gone through, whoever you are, that's mirroring something that you've gone through, that I feel like you may be able to help someone if you're operating in your north node, whoever you are. If you're operating in your north node and you have friends that are going through what you have already gone through, right? This is where again, both of your ruling planets, Uranus and Saturn, is going to really help if you have friends. If you feel like you have a friend that you can just kind of really talk to, like somebody you can talk to and say, yeah, you went through something publicly like that. Like, let's say you're a celebrity, right? And you have a friend that's going through something similar to what you've gone through, right? Even if you're not a celebrity, let's say you're just a star of your office. Let's say your office, politics or whatever, you're going through your stuff and you're in a good place right now that you had learned. Don't put your stuff on social media. Keep certain things to yourself. You know, like I say on my channel, keep all that stuff off social media if you can. I mean, of course, celebrities can't do that because they got cameras, click, 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 everywhere they go, right? But something is happening. I'm seeing something in the media right now, in social media right now, that it's going to expose an entire organization, and people are going to see it publicly. What a lot of people have been seeing, that a lot of you all are actually going through. A lot of you all are going through. I detach myself from anger and replace it with compassion. Yeah. Yeah, you're compassionate enough to realize that people really don't know the definition of twin flame. Some people really don't understand the definition of twin flame. It's something is so deeply generationally ingrained in some people. They feel like they really believe that these two are the same. Soulmate and twin flame are the same. They are not. That's what you got soul tribe for, soul sister, soul brother, where things flow, conversations flow. But sometimes you go this way, that person goes that way. Your twin flame would never burn you. Would never do the stuff that you're seeing right now, a lot of times in social media, right? So you being a star, again, we're not talking about necessarily celebrity. Your life is mirroring someone else's right now. They're going through, I'm talking about identical what you're going through right now. Y'all may be apart from each other, but y'all going through the same exact thing. Y'all are both being bullied by an organization. Kids being bullied by an organization. Right? So detach yourself from anger, replace it with compassion, because something runs real deep. It runs deep. It's like, you know, you're going to have to come out of that frequency of anger and get structured and authoritative. Like, use your energy for structure, right? You can be angry. That's an emotion, but use it for structure and authority, right? So this week's reading for you all Aquarius is going to bring breakthroughs. It's going to bring intuitive upgrades. It's going to bring emotional realignment. The cards for you all highlight a powerful shift in how you express your truth and how you attract aligned opportunities. You're stepping into a timeline where clarity replaces confusion. Your inner voice gets louder and your vibration rises. This reading for you all is going to include insights for personal growth, love, career, and spiritual evolution, along with candle, crystal, herb, and affirmation suggestions, okay? So yes, you all are a star. That means you rule 11th house. That does not necessarily mean celebrity, right? Because you're not idolizing a human being. You're just saying, wow, they're going through some of the same. When you see that, like famous people, that's where the compassion comes from. It's just like, wow, no matter how much money a person has, you're seeing how much people are going through the same. You know, as soon as they actually find their twin flame, it's just like somebody just loses it, right? And so a lot of you all are in your twin flame relationships. That's why when you answer the call in your life, you learn through people who have already answered the call on their lives, kind of sort of what not to do. Like kind of what not to do. Keep certain things as private as you possibly can. And that's what you're learning. That's what a lot of you all are learning, right? A lot of you all are learning. So We're going to dive in. We are going to dive in. So I do see twin flame in your life, right? So you do see twin flame in your life. So a lot of you all are learning. You're keeping some things. I feel like somebody has the gift of foresight. You're keeping some things under wrap. Your soulmate, because you're seeing, somebody's seeing a soulmate. Soulmate could be like a soul sister, soul brother. Somebody is going through something who has a lot of money. They could have more money than you. And your heart is just broken for them because you're seeing them bullied. And it's not about how much money a person has. It's just about showing people compassion. And you're just saying like, this is ridiculous. Something is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that somebody just cannot. Something is so deep for someone generationally that they just spun out of control and have a bunch of enablers around them. Whoever this is, somebody has a bunch of enablers around them. So here we have the overall energy is the star. You step into your highest Aquarian frequency, hope, clarity, and divine guidance. Your intuition is louder than ever. So your message for you is your brilliance is returning. So this is somebody in a relationship, some kind of a partnership in business and or in love that you had in the past. They just would not stop. They would not stop. They need to be publicly humiliated. And guess what? You won't be doing it. You won't have to say a word. You won't have to do anything. They're going to get a tap on the shoulder. They're going to get a tap on the shoulder. You won't have to say a word. So what you're leaving behind is the Five of Pentacles. This is feelings of lack or emotional distance fade. So you're no longer willing to settle for situations that drain you. So you're not alone, you're awakening. You're not alone, you're awakening, right? And I'm speaking of, like I said, whoever I'm talking to, I feel like I'm kind of sort of talking to two different types of Aquarius. Like y'all are in two different places in your lives right now. I feel like I'm talking to an Aquarius who has a lot of money, somebody who may be famous, but I also feel like I'm talking to an Aquarius who may not be as famous. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like someone who may be like known publicly, like all around the world. And then somebody who may have like some, people may have, heard of you, but if somebody, in a remote part of the world mention your name, they like, no, we never heard of you. That would humble you real fast. Like, what's your name again? Like, that kind of thing, right? So what you're leaving behind is, this. Yeah, what you're leaving behind is, that. But, any feelings of lack or emotional distance fade. So like I said, you're no longer willing to settle for situations that drain you. But yeah, somebody can get somebody very famous you're going to see it publicly. If you're paying attention, if you really do if you're really a seer, you'll be able to see it. Somebody is going to stop their bullying of someone really famous because they're going to get a tap. They're going to get a tap on the shoulder of somebody who is going to make a serious difference in their life, and it's going to affect their money. It's going to affect their money. Significantly, it's going to affect their money. And that's going to make them stop. That's what's going to make them stop, because for them, what's of value to them, they don't speak the same love language that you do. You went into a situation genuinely with your heart, like you really, really love somebody. But for them, everything is just a transaction, whoever this is. And the same thing, you're going to see something publicly with somebody with a lot of money is that they went in with their heart, and somebody just saw something as a transaction. And so now that somebody actually found, when you actually find your actual twin, when you realize what a twin flame really is versus just a soulmate where things may have flowed for you all before. Yeah, y'all were probably friends, good, could laugh together, share, maybe y'all liked art, maybe y'all like a lot of different things. You could have liked, Men or women could be like really good friends with each other. Y'all are hanging out. Y'all are talking on the phone. Y'all could be on the phone for hours. Let's go out to eat. Just strictly platonic. Y'all just hanging out. And anything can happen. It's not always a bad thing. Y'all literally somebody could get married and they go their way. And you're like, okay, well, you know what? They're married now. So you're letting them kind of get settled into marriage and they're going their way. And that's normal. You just let them go their route. Okay, whenever, you have time or somebody has a baby, whether it's a man or woman, they have a new family, whatever, you let them, right? And so, but something for somebody is like 5 generations deep. Like somebody just cannot separate the difference between soulmate and twin flame. It just is not registering for somebody. And you're going to see it. You're going to see it in 5 different areas: culturally, religion, socioeconomic, in other areas as well, right? You're going to see it, but you'll see something publicly. Like you're going to see something publicly, and you're going to see something, connected privately, like with somebody that you know. That's like, wow. So, yeah. So what you're moving towards is the 6 of Wands. This is recognition, success, and energetic momentum. So others notice the shift in your aura. So message is your efforts attract reward. Your efforts attract reward. Yeah. So you'll know this number 6 right here is a very nurturing number. You'll know, and it's and Virgo rules 6th house, right? We're not talking about a Virgo, but you'll know, and 5 and 6 is 11, right? 5 and 6 is 11. 11 is a master number. And by the way, we're 13 days away from the end of this cycle. 13 is a rebirth number, right? So death, rebirth. Somebody has been grieving you moving on, and they are still stuck at processing this, right? So countdown, like 13, right, is rebirth. And so here it is. Here this is right here. I'm saying victory for you. And just like I said, you're a very compassionate person, but enough is enough. And somebody is seeing something publicly play out with somebody who is a soul sister or a soul brother for you. And again, I got to reiterate this. You're seeing it with a celebrity who you could be a celebrity yourself, a person who is famous because you have a lot of money. And well, not just because you have a lot of money. I don't want to say because, that's not the right word to use, but you can have a lot of money and be famous, but you're seeing something play out with somebody who is like a soul sister or a soul brother. You are an Aquarius, but you're seeing it play out with somebody. And it's just you're just like heartbroken, just like you're mad. You're angry at something and you're just like, this is just crazy. This is ridiculous, right? That somebody just cannot just move on from something. They just can't move on. They cannot move on, right? And so here we have the hidden influences page of swords. New information or a message arrives, a truth revealed, communication becomes sharper, and a message for you is a fresh perspective lights the path. A fresh perspective lights the path, right? Yeah. So a page of swords here, right? Yeah, this energy, using by any means necessary, bullying this, bullying that, trying to bully you, using people to, somebody just couldn't, I'm telling y'all, whoever you are, I'm sending good energy your way. Try to protect the sanctity of your relationship, because I do see you do have a soulmate. Somebody gets it. Somebody, whoever this energy is, they are part of your soul, your spirit team, right? They're like secretly rooting for you. They're secretly just rooting for you. They know that you're putting the time in. They are enlightened, right? They see that you are an open book, and people pray for people like you, somebody who is going to, be open. Like if they ask, okay, so where'd you find this information? Okay, you can go read it in the book. Like you're an open book. You're not trying to hide anything. Like you can find it here, you can find it there. You're not trying to be secretive and sneaky. None of those things. You can go read it here, you can go read it there. There's really no respect of person. You'll share with this person, whatever. And so this twin flame coming into your life, whoever you are, whether it's in business and or in love, is going to get the same energy from you. And y'all are going to make a lot of money together. Whoever you and your person is, y'all are going to make a lot because they see the value in you being an open book. And it's actually encouraging them to be open as well, right? Queen of Swords energy is your strength, wisdom, discernment, boundaries, clarity. You're reclaiming your voice. Your mind is your magic. Your mind is your magic, right? The challenge here is the Hangman. Stillness is required before the breakthrough. A pause leads to revelation. So a message for you is trust the space between transitions. Trust the space between transitions. This is Neptune, by the way, which is currently retrograde, because that's illusions and confusion, right? So, you are very, very clear on the definition between soulmate and twin flame. If you don't know, go look it up. I've already explained it 11 times, right? For real. I've already talked about it. Go look it up. You can look it up if you want. But you see something from a higher frequency, and that's where the compassion comes in. It's like you're compassionate, so you're not as cold as people think that you are, whoever you are, Aquarius. But sometimes enough is enough. You got to pull out the sword. You just got to say, okay, enough is enough. Somebody is, for them, they got to see it to believe it. They cannot, it's like they cannot process something until they don't believe something until they see it. This is where, for them, they do something so religiously. And I'm looking at the number 5 here in the material world. And I'm not talking about just money. It's like just in the physical realm. They don't believe stuff until they physically see it. It's like they just stuck on processing something. It's like a person doesn't believe that they hurt you that bad until it's like they believe that there's hope. They literally believe that there's hope if you're single, if you're by yourself. This is one whole person, by the way. They don't believe that you are one whole complete person until you're with someone else. And even if you're with someone else, they do their darndest to come in between you and someone else. So you or somebody else has to be the person to say, look, but this time you or your person won't have to say anything. You or your person won't have to say anything. Somebody else of greater influence is going to be the one that's going to tap them on the shoulder and say, you know what? You didn't listen. This is going to make you listen. This is going to make you listen. Because obviously you can't hear. Something else is going on with you. So, because something is wrong. I mean, something is, and that's what you're just like, okay, something else is going on. And that's where, again, the compassion comes in, because you're just like, okay, it has to be, because some people just like to write people off as something as, oh, this person's mentally ill, unless you're a person who is, that's your specialty. You went to school for that. Too many people running around calling people, like labeling people as something that you don't know whether they are or not. But something runs deep generationally for some people, and they really just don't know the difference between soulmate and twin flame. And something for them is just, it's about an outer appearance. It's just about what it looks like on the outside. Let's all look like we all get along when there's blood on somebody's hands. Like, no. No. Yeah, so, yeah. They like trying to bring tempers out of people, right? So what Spirit wants you to know is temperance, balance, patience, and divine timing guide everything this week. And so a message for you is find the middle path. Your energy realigns here, right? They like sacrificing people by bringing the worst out of people and saying, oh, we're soulmates. That kind of stuff is cute. It's funny. Like I said, it's just draining. Something is just draining. So for you, you're not giving it any energy. You do have a soulmate. Like I said, spiritually, you do have people that connect with that and they're in, they have been watching. They have been watching. So love and relationships, Two of Cups here. A connection deepens, harmonizes, or reawakens. So emotional unity is highlighted, and a message for you is partnership flows smoothly. Yeah, partnerships flow smoothly. So yeah, prayer has been answered for you all, whoever you are. Is that some people really, when they say they don't do drama, they really, really don't do drama. Like for real, they'll say it and say just back up from it. But then drama keeps, trying to attach itself to them. They're like, okay, they stand down. They don't want to be bothered. Leave them alone. Just leave them alone, right? So here we have the Ace of Pentacles. A new opportunity, financial upgrade, promotion, or breakthrough project is coming across your path. And this is nice for you. A fresh start manifests in the material world. So money is coming across your path because this is what somebody's been trying to attack for you all. And here's the Lovers card, spiritual guidance. Alignment of heart, mind, and soul for you. A major decision is supported by the universe. A message for you is choose the path that honors your truth. Choose the path that honors your truth. Right? This is going to give somebody a different look into what star actually really means, right? We're not talking about fame. That's a different monster. That's a whole different, that's different, right? Because you'll have compassion for those people too. All you have to do is read some of their books. Watch some of their documentaries, read some of their books, and you'll go, oh, wow, right? And stay focused on whatever your purpose is. Please pull your birth chart. Please pull your birth chart. Mercury retrograde is a great time to learn something new. And it's currently retrograde. It is currently retrograde. I feel like somebody has tried everything possible. Somebody has really, and you're seeing, I'm telling y'all are seeing something right in your face on social media publicly. If you really slow down and pay attention, it's literally mirroring a lot of people's relationships, but it's speaking deeper in terms of people's, some people's, what they've learned generationally. They don't know the difference between soulmate and twin flame. Yeah, so deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. Yeah, somebody wants to blame you. They want to say you're the reason for X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Y'all don't have the same belief systems. So here we have third eye chakra, right? So yeah. Dog. That's a word. Yep, so I'm saying cat and dog. Like for real. You see downward dog here, child. The color purple. Yeah. So like I said, so okay, it's so much symbolism in all of this. Even the color purple on here, which speaks to Jupiter, right? Jupiter is the largest planet. Sagittarius could be of significance. Sagittarius could be of significance. We're not talking about a Sagittarius. And Sagittarius rules 9th house, but Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and it's one of Pisces' ruling planet. But just your communication has put an end to some things. Like you have whoever you are. And again, I got to reiterate this. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has a lot of money, Aquarius, and someone who you could be just a hardworking. I mean, you may not have as much money as like a you know, like you could have whatever, y'all in two different tax brackets. I'll just put it that way. I feel like I'm talking to two Aquarius in two different tax brackets. Okay. That don't look down on people. Both are no respecter of person. That's who I feel like I'm talking to. Two Aquarius in two different tax brackets. But y'all are seeing something the same way. Like y'all, just the way y'all think and just how you all have been bullied. And just seeing how just even being an open book is not enough for some people. Like you want people to find their person. Like this is what I'm saying for you all. I feel like you all want people to find their tribe, their soul tribe, their soul mate, their soul whoever. And you want them to go on with their lives. You want them to just go ahead. You want them to completely detach from anger. You want them to show some kind of compassion towards you. You show compassion towards them. But they just, it's like they just cannot. So publicly, y'all may not see a public tapping on the shoulder of somebody, a celebrity. But you're going to see somebody stop bothering somebody because they bullying somebody. It's a celebrity that's bullying another celebrity. They're going to stop. They are going to stop. Passion. Here's a financial health here. So continue operating in your life purpose. And somebody is going to stop bullying you. Somebody is going to stop bullying you. Because you have tried to be as an open book as possible. You have tried to operate in the spirit of love. You have tried. It's like somebody wants to, like I said, they want to bring the worst out of you. So they can tell everybody, see, but you've been through enough public humiliation. Whether you are, like I said, no matter where you are in your star, no matter where you are in your star, you've been through enough. So somebody else is stepping up to the plate and handling some stuff for you. This energy, they absolutely will listen to, and I won't say why because that'd be just like TMI. But for real, this one they'll pay attention to. Anyway, a new romantic cycle begins. A new romantic cycle begins. A Libra could be of significance to somebody. We see this Libra right here. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, somebody wants y'all constantly like fighting like cats and dogs. Like what is that? What is that? Like I don't even want to know what that is. Like for real. No, that's not soulmate. That's not soulmate. That's not twin flame. That's not soulmate. That's not twin flame. Somebody really wants somebody fighting like cats and dogs where you can put that energy into building. They just want the constant chaos and confusion. Like what in the world? Somebody wants a reason to run out the house and cheat. Oh, they mad. I need a couple of hours out of the house to go cheat. They want a couple of just ridiculousness, chaos and confusion, constant, just craziness. That is not a twin flame. So yeah. So at what age did your parents work on their shadow self? And at what age did you work on your shadow self? So it's time to open your vault door. So congratulations on your twin flame. They are they will be not only a twin flame, but also a soulmate to you. If you have asked source for clarity for whoever you are, the new one is extra special. They're extra special, right? So pray for them. You know, pray for the ones that's being bullied because for you, you're done. You're done. You moved on. It's just disappointing. So crown chakra cleanse. Yeah, so somebody never stopped loving you. Yeah, listen to your inner voice. So you made a positive impact on them. So schedule a vacation. So somebody may be going on a vacation soon. So get focused. Yeah, get focused. Get laser focused. So they're planning to disrupt your money, backfired. So your mental health is just as important as your physical health. So somebody's not happy without you. Yeah. I don't know but for somebody who has a lot of money, somebody gonna get tapped on the shoulder by the government, and I don't know who. Because they're thinking like it's some like illegal something, whatever, right? They thinking some, ratchet, low vibrating, whatever. But no, it's something legit. Because they won't stop. Somebody just will not stop. They just won't stop. So congratulations on your twin flame and soulmate. Yeah, the Emperor, right? Again, I see you being a prayer warrior. You are a prayer warrior. You're a very strong person. You're a prayer warrior. And somebody's going to keep you in the loop. Somebody's going to keep you in the loop spiritually. So, yeah. So, 4 and 8 is 12. So you'll be hearing something like in the spiritual realm through your prayers. However best way you get your messages is how you'll get your messages, your downloads. And so be very sensitive to the messages you're seeing on whatever source will. If the best way you get your messages is through like sermons, let's say on Sundays you go to church or a mosque or temple, source will use a pastor, a priest, a rabbi, somebody to get a message through to you, whoever you're looking up to get your downloads, right? Source will use somebody who is operating in their purpose to get a message through to you. If you get your message through, let's say, books, right? Or movies, or however you best get your message is how source is going to get the message through to you. So you'll have all the answers within. You can see, go within for answers, but however best, just like you've heard, source will meet you where you are. However best you receive messages is however you'll get your message, right? All you need to do is slow down, right? Both of your ruling planets are retrograde. Uranus and Saturn are retrograde. At first you'll think it's illusion and confusion, right? But if you feel like you need more, let's say you're on the cusp of either Pisces, or let's say you're on the cusp of Capricorn, because you could be a cusper and you say, okay, well, I just need more. I need more clarity. Like show me in the physical realm. I need to see something that's going to like whatever. Then that's what you're asking source for through prayer, or however you send out information. I just need more. I need to see something in the physical realm so you can move on, right? So you can move on from something. So something has been extremely stressful, no matter how much of an open book you've been. And it's just having to sit back and pick up on knowing that someone has been bullied, that someone has been bullied. And this could have been a good friend of yours, right? Whoever you are, Aquarius, this could be a good friend of yours and really wanting to speak up, right? You've been wanting to speak up for your friend and say something and expose and this kind of thing. Or it could be a sibling, it could be a friend, it could be whoever it is that you love, seeing that they've been bullied. You can tell it in their voice, you can tell it in their energy, you can just tell. You just know, right? But you're going to go to source for clarity. Readings are resources, books, resources, everything else is resource. You're going to source for clarity, for the most, clarity in whatever it is. Okay. That's what I have for you, but adjust your crown, pray for people's strength, and just know that somebody is not happy without you. For them, it's just about outer appearance. It's just about what things look like, and they kind of seal their own fate. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Bye. Here are some candles for you all, some candle colors and some candles. So a blue candle is for clarity, truthful communication, spiritual authenticity, right? A silver or white candle is for intuition, lunar guidance. A yellow candle is for confidence, intellect, and focus. A black candle is for protection and energetic boundaries. So you can light them during meditation or while journaling your intentions. A white candle always is good. So I sell candles as well. You can purchase them, or you can reach out to me for your candles. Also, if you're trying to schedule a reading, you want to reach out to me directly. I'm doing donation readings, right? So you can go to my website and look up to see what that means. For gemstones, labradorite is good. That's for intuition and psychic enhancement. Amethyst is good. You can sleep with an amethyst under your pillow for clarity, higher self-alignment. Lapis lazuli is also good for truth, communication power. Selenite is good for cleansing and spiritual download integration. Fluorite is good for mental clarity and organization. You can carry one in your pocket or place one on your altar. Matter of fact, well, none of these were mentioned in for your particular reading, but I just gave away. That's why you want to. That's why I really encourage people to pull their birth charts. Right. I did a whole birth chart series on my second channel, the knowledge channel. Go check it out. Go check it out. Some herbs for you all, Aquarius, for your energy would be lavender. That's for intuition. You can either, okay, so for herbs, you can burn, steep, or use in bath rituals. You know, always research it for safety, okay? Always research for safety. No matter what you hear, research it on your own for safety, okay? I don't care who you're listening to, whether it's me, another reader, somebody else, just don't go by hearsay. Go do your own research, okay? Don't just go, oh my God, I heard so-and-so. They have 10 million subscribers. It must be the truth. No, go research it yourself. Do that, right? Don't go be one of those people. I'm just doing because somebody told me to. Go research it yourself, right? Open up a book. There's too many resources online, right? Anyway, so lavender is good for intuition and calm. Some of y'all got lavender tea right in your cabinet, right? Intuition and calm. Just sip on some, right? Mugwort is for dreams plus psychic visions. Peppermint, you probably got some peppermint tea somewhere, right? Mental clarity. Rosemary, like I had my little rosy babies here for my my oils here. And you can go look on my Etsy shop to see the other ingredients in my oil here. For protection and memory, and also blue lotus for spiritual awakening, meditation, and enhancement. Here's some affirmations for you all if you want to write down some affirmations, right? I trust my intuition to guide me. Another one is I am aligned with opportunities meant for me. A third one would be my voice is powerful, clear, and divinely supported. Another one is I choose paths that elevate my mind, heart, and spirit. Fifth one would be I am stepping into my next level Aquarian identity. Sixth one would be what is meant for me arrives with ease. Seventh one would be I am open to insight, abundance, and breakthroughs. Hopefully, if you've been tuned into my channel, you're seeing the things like the ravens, like the black ravens, like you've seen these birds here. You know, a pathway into another world, like you've been seeing something is coming to an end so that you can have this rebirth here. That was rebirth. We're 13 days away from this cycle for Mercury, from not only this cycle ending, but what else ends? Saturn, I think Saturn is retrograde, I want to say, until the 28th of November. And Mercury is retrograde until the 29th. So you're getting all these messages. That's why I try to give you the dates for these things. All of these downloads, right? You got somebody who is obsessed with your star. They are obsessed by any means necessary. They are obsessed with your star. And you could have a friend. That's why you hear readers say, take what resonates with you. You could have already gone through this, and you could have a friend that you're sitting back watching right now, literally going through hell, identical to what you went through, that you could help them. Both of your ruling planets are retrograde. They just may need an ear to listen to, for you just to hold space for them, to say, I can't tell you what to do, but this is what I did. Right? Yes, that's where the compassion comes in. Getting angry, okay, that's an emotion. But the compassion is, I see what you're going through. I don't want to see you break. I don't want to see these energies cause you to have a nervous breakdown, right? Let me help you. Because a lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people are not doing, they're just sitting back, well, I didn't like that group of people anyway. I don't like, that's part of your purpose. That's part of you operating in purpose. That's why I always tell people, nobody has any competition. Operate in your purpose, your star. This is not about fame. You operate in your purpose, right? That's how everybody is benefiting. You operating in your star. So hopefully this has been helpful for you. Like I said, get out the house, get some fresh air. If you live near a museum, a park, or something, but everything is not for social media consumption. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Learn how to pray for people. And if, like I said, when you're talking to, people and you're protecting your energy, have nothing but high vibrating words to say for people that have been bullied. That they have been bullied, right? Just have high vibration words. Don't keep bringing up that, whatever. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. See you in the next video. Bye.